the night. Just tell you about Raheem. Raheem was our first elected chair in Propel, and I'd known him a number of years, and every time, those of us who knew Raheem, every time I spoke to him, I'm smiling now, because every time I spoke to him I laughed. I mean, whatever it was always something funny, and he was full of energy, full of life, charismatic. He was a DJ in Cardiff when he was 16. Took some doing because he had to be 18, but he talked his way in. They didn't realise he was 18. They didn't realise he was 16, and he was our lead. He was our number 2 candidate in South Wales Central. And I remember we were talking. This was on the Wednesday night. We were talking and we having a joke. And we said something. The parting shot was, "Oh, unless one of us drops dead." Right? I mean, the conversation, it was a funny conversation, and those are the kind of conversation we had. And I mean, unfortunately, what happened there 40 hours later, taken seriously ill, was in a coma then for 2 weeks. He really fought, and ultimately lost his battle for life. And what we wanted to do is commemorate Raheem, because the man was just full of enthusiasm. He was an amazing guy, and he was such a loss to us, such a loss. And so what we said was, when we get up on our feet again, when we get up and running, we will have an award, which we're going to write to his mother and tell him we've had this award tonight, and that it's named in memory of him. So we got the Raheem Makani Award for outstanding service to Propel. We've had a number of nominations, so let's have a discussion about who to award the award to. Nice Catalan box carver, and fantastic. We're very blessed with talented people in Propel. I mean, it's such a lovely design there, which has been done by Craig. Designed this, framed it, printed it. It's a lovely little award.
Thank you.
So. Right, we haven't got a drum roll, have we? So, the winner of the 2022 Raheem Makani Award is Steve West.
Do you do that video around yourself?
I was doing it for whoever it might be.
Just want to say,
Craig.
He did try to do it.
Yeah, it's still running.
I just want to say a very quick word about Steve. I first met Steve virtually, God, 15, 20 years ago.
Through the South Wales
There was this man called S. West. Used to keep on writing letters. Steve West from Llandaf. I remember writing one time, asking him if he wanted to stand for Plaid Cymru, if you remember, and he turned me down. And
I've only ever been a member of 2 political parties, Propel, and who's the other party?
Welsh National Party. No?
The SDP in 1980.
Right. But we got to know Steve joined Propel, got to know Steve during lockdown, and he's been a stalwart. I mean, you know, the work Steve has done, the enthusiasm Steve has shown, the commitment he's shown, and I think all members would say to Steve, from the bottom of our hearts, for his work, his humour, his personality, and also his inspiration as well. Sometimes things get tough, and when you've got people like Steve keeping on and keeping on and keeping on, it inspires a great many of us. So, Steve, Jochen Bell, thank you.
Well, thank
Of course.
Is it on tiptoes now?
you.
Oh yes, you're good. Huh? Yeah. Do you need the lights on? What's it now?
I still can't actually quite understand what my name's doing on the top.
You've done a good job, that's why.
But
You've done a good job.
I do what I do because, not for personal applause, I do it because it needs to be done.
Hold on, mate.
Moreover, we do what we do. Not for public applause, but because it must be done. And Wales will benefit, and change is coming, and the people in this room are the branches of the tree that will make Wales an enviable country to live in, and the people will be happy. Branches, go home, make twigs. Let's get the Propel tree to grow. Thank you.
Well done. Well done, Steve.